It's crazy, right? But sometimes, like, okay, I wanted to get into this too, like Jordan Peterson. Okay, like Jordan Peterson announced that he's leaving Twitter, right? And I guess what happened was that swimsuit edition. What is it? I don't know if it's ESPN or something like that, but they like a plus size model on it, and she was like pretty big. I'll put it here, I guess, but I thought she looked good. Like she looked fine. And Jordan Peterson, who's not a good looking person, I said, that's not beautiful, right? He said, that's not beautiful. And I guess Twitter went crazy and everybody was freaking out. And he announced that like it's just too nasty for him. You know, like it's just too mean. It's too much for him. But I do want to say like, cause I listen to these guys like Jordan Peterson.
Okay, you cited freedom of speech in that. Why should your right to freedom of speech trump a trans person's right not to be offended?
Because in order to be able to think, you have to risk being offensive. I mean, look at the conversation we're having right now. Like you're certainly willing to risk offending me in the pursuit of truth. Why should you have the right to do that? It's been rather uncomfortable.
And Ben Shapiro and all that.
I would suggest that my identity has nothing to do with what is right or wrong. And this is what Western civilization used to be about. Western civilization used to be about the idea that, yes, I'm not a woman in the healthcare field, but you and I can have a conversation about what's right and wrong because this is the nature of human reason. The nature of human reason, the nature of right and wrong is that you and I can talk about what's right and wrong and that I don't retreat into my identity. If we can all retreat into our identity and our morality is now centered around that identity, morality doesn't exist at all. We break down into a society of fragmented atoms where I can't even say, like, you're torturing a puppy in your backyard. I have nothing to say about that. I'm not a white woman who's in the healthcare field. I'm not going to do that. I refuse to surrender the idea that I can have a moral stance on issues that are of concern to society and of concern to the well-being of the United States simply because of the color of my skin or the nature of my genitalia. And honestly, I believe any view that feels differently is sexist, racist, and bigoted.
And Steven Crowder.
It is harmful for the trans athletes to be told, like, if they identify as male, that they are not.
Yeah.
And so I see that.
You just said male.
Uh-huh.
That's sex. That's not gender.
Oh, sorry. Whatever is the gender.
No, you
term.
can't keep it straight, can you?
I mean, I will listen.
Because it's silly. It's a little silly, isn't it?
And just whoever, Bill Maher.
And then there are women transitioning who are going to need a penis. I feel like if there was some exchange, maybe Bitcoin could be involved. And you could, no?
I just don't like joking about.
Oh, Bella.
I know that you
Bella.
like to, but I
This
I
is
don't
where
think
the
it's
anxiety.
funny.
Oh, for
I don't
fuck's
think
sake!
it's
What a
funny.
shame. That is where
I'm
you're.
sorry.
That is. You don't have to be sorry, but I'm not
don't
sorry
think it's
either.
funny.
And that is where your anxiety comes from. There is nothing wrong with joking. Nothing wrong about that. It's not everybody is that sensitive. Not everybody needs to be that sensitive. Even the people who are doing that, I don't think would need to be offended by that. Everybody is so easily offended. You kids, you wake up offended. You should get off Twitter, get off social media, and maybe you wouldn't have this anxiety. Because I don't know if you're really offended or you're just worried that you're going to look offended.
No, I'm 100% offended.
Jon Stewart. I listen to all of them. And I feel like what Jordan did with saying that's not beautiful is a mistake. And that's something I wouldn't make. And I look at these guys and the advantage I think I have sometimes over them is they're new. I've been on the internet since before AOL, literally before AOL, I've been on the internet, downloading shit, DJing, whatever. And a lot of these new creators, they're still a little naive to the internet. Almost like one of our friends at What the Fuck But Why. I think he's a little, and you know who I'm talking about, and you probably do too, but I think until something just happened, okay, that's a little clue and I'm not going to give away, but I think he was a little naive on the internet. And I always tried to warn him. And I'd say, bro, relax, chill. And it's almost like he thinks it's not real or people know he's joking. And I'm for joking and trolling and like pushing it a little bit, but at some point you're just stupid. Like you're just being dumb. Like especially if you have a job and then you can look at all these creators and like try to copy them or mimic them or want to be them, but like they have millions of dollars and like this is their career. So but when you work at somewhere where what kind of, I'm not going to give a clue, but like got right to the boss of the person, like boom, boom, like it's right there, like you're on Facebook, they look at Facebook. And then I don't, especially people getting jobs, like I don't think you get like employers go on your Facebook and all we're doing is just posting the dumbest shit. Like sometimes I just want like my people, whoever's listening to me, who fucks with me, just to think next time. Like think about when you were like in 10th grade or just like before all this. Like think about sometimes what you're posting and be like, what am I posting? Like why am I giving out like all this info or like dirt or like my relationship fight or like whatever? Like why even do it? Like you're an adult, I'm an adult. Like what are we doing? Like where it's like I said, it's like a diary and being a hypocrite because I said this is a diary, but really this is stupid. Like I even said a post like being a podcaster is the dumbest shit ever. So back to the story, shit got like out of hand real quick last week or this week, and this person learned at my expense basically, but I'm glad that he learned that it's real. You know what I'm saying? This shit's real, and you got to be careful. You got to be smart, and that's what I'm saying to everybody. Like. Anybody watching this, I'm telling you, just double think. Like sometimes just type it and just if it's it's just gonna get you in trouble, just delete it. You typed it, just delete it. And it's not being a bitch, it's not being scared. It's just if you have a job and you have a family and just be smart, you know what I'm saying? Just know everybody can see it. Everything you post is for life. It's for life. So be careful. Man, I love this shit so much, A lot of people think like my role model is like Joe Rogan. It's not. It's Howard Stern. Like I grew up to Howard Stern and I just love, man, just like that feeling of just feeling like you're connected to something or just like, man, it's just so important to me. And when I listen to that shit or I'll listen to music and I feel like I'm here for that same reason. So I'll listen to a song I love or like I said, a pod and I'm like, I'll just turn it off and be like, I want to make something. Like that's what I want to be, And a lot of these podcasts now, all they are is, it's just gossip drama. You know what I'm saying? Like all they do is talk about other people and I don't know, I don't want to be that. I just, you feel me? Does anybody feel me right now? Like, I just want to just be normal. I don't want to like beef with people. I just want to talk and like share ideas, let out my epiphanies, let everybody know I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a thought. It's just an epiphany. It's just, I feel like it's my right. And I don't want to let the mob, I'm not even going to say the left mob, just the mob in general to stop me because it's important to me. And I think people fought for our free speech and I know free speech isn't free, but I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not going to let them stop me because I'm miserable when I don't do it, like literally miserable. And, I back up everything I say, and anybody can debate me whenever they want. So if you don't like what I'm saying, type in the comments, say you want to debate me, and I'll debate you. And maybe you win. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe I was wrong, and that's okay. And that's what me and Luke are trying to get across. It's okay to be wrong. You don't always gotta dig your heels in. You know what I'm saying? Just it's okay. It's okay. But I did want to touch on another hypocrisy. Wow, you're looking at me. Look down. You see that, right? Behind my laptop down here. Subscribe. Support. Seriously, we work our asses off to supply content to you. So pay it forward. Pay it back. Like our channel. God damn it. Shout out Styles.